As a former regular of the pageant circuit in Oklahoma, Blake Shelton surely picked up a few beauty hacks along the way. But you'd probably never guess that the country star, who once rocked an epic mullet, would wash his hair with a classic breakfast combo. These days, the voice coach alum and his wife, Gwen Stefani, live a rustic life on their Oklahoma ranch, driving a tractor and doing country stuff. In 2019, Stefani shared on the Kelly Clarkson show that her hubby truly impressed her family when he pulled a tree out of the road with a big chain in his truck. "My whole family's like, oh my God, he's a man," she told Kelly Clarkson. So when it comes to his hair, it's perhaps not all that surprising that Shelton has turned to a few simple ingredients for a deep conditioning treatment. Years ago, Shelton revealed that he would make his own hair treatment with eggs and ketchup. "I am raising chickens now, and I have started going out to the barn, or when I am out on the road, I will go buy some eggs, and I use an egg mixture with ketchup, believe it or not," he told CMT via Today, adding that he'd use the mixture on his hair once a week. While Shelton did not explain his reasoning behind the concoction, there may be some benefits to using eggs on your hair. Though there's not much research available on the subject, Medical News Today notes that egg yolks may help treat dry or damaged hair and could possibly encourage hair growth. As for ketchup, some say it can be used as a helpful at-home hair toner. Use these beauty tips at your own discretion. Whatever it does for Shelton's hair, it seems to be working. Heck, he was named People's Sexiest Man Alive in 2017. During the early days of quarantine back in April 2020, Shelton and Stefani joined Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show. The God's country singer decided it was a good time for some multitasking and got an at-home haircut, courtesy of his wife, during the interview, and Fallon was absolutely delighted. "Are going to give him a mullet? Please give him a mullet," Fallon begged Stefani. "I love seeing Gwen cut your hair." The interview carried on as Stefani buzzed off the sides of Shelton's hair. "How's the mullet? Is the mullet getting long in the back?" Shelton asked Fallon, who told the country star he's got to keep growing it out. Shelton then surprised Fallon by having Stefani shave a J and an F on the sides of his head. "I'm literally putting your initials on my head right now. Jimmy, I'm not kidding," he said as they all burst out laughing. From his hair treatments to his favorite snack on tour, Shelton is a simple man. Even his famous Blake Arita cocktail, served at his bar Ole Red, is described as no frills. Country music superstar Blake Shelton is known for many things: his velvety baritone, his devil-may-care humor, and that rugged charm that screams Oklahoma-raised, Nashville-polished. Over the years, Shelton's fans have seen him in cowboy hats, camouflage, and couture. He's joked about drinking out of red Solo cups, and once famously referred to himself as lazy, loud, and proud of it. But recently, Blake shared a personal hygiene confession so wild that it left the internet in stitches and disbelief. Let's just say, you'll never look at a bottle of ranch dressing the same way again. It all started during a lighthearted interview on a popular country radio show in Nashville. The host asked a playful question: "What's the strangest thing you've ever used as shampoo?" Without missing a beat, Blake Shelton leaned into the mic, shrugged, and drawled, "Believe it or not, ranch dressing." Cue stunned silence, a few chuckles, and one intern allegedly choking on her energy drink. At first, listeners weren't sure if Shelton was pulling a classic Blake-style prank. After all, this is the same guy who once bought a pet pig and named it Princess Bacon. But as he explained the story, it became clear this wasn't a joke. It was a legendary tale of desperation, convenience, and poor decision-making in equal measure. So how did one of the biggest names in country music end up washing his famously tousled hair with Hidden Valley? "I was up at my place in Tishomingo," Shelton began, referring to his ranch in Oklahoma. "It was during the early days of quarantine. Me and Gwen were doing the whole off-grid thing. No cameras, no staff, just us and nature. Well, I ran out of shampoo. According to Blake, he rummaged through his sparsely stocked bathroom, only to realize he'd forgotten to pack the essentials. I didn't want to admit to Gwen that I hadn't showered in 3 days, he laughed. She was doing yoga by the lake, looking like some kind of angel in camo leggings, and I was out here smelling like a goat. In what he calls a moment of frontier innovation, Blake headed to the fridge. I saw it sitting there, a big old bottle of ranch, and I thought, well, it's creamy, right? People put mayonnaise in their hair for shine or whatever. How different can it be? And that's how it happened. The Grammy-nominated singer lathered up his head with ranch dressing. I'll tell you what, he grinned, my scalp was minty fresh, and I smelled like a salad bar. Naturally, the next question on everyone's mind was, what did Gwen Stefani, his pop icon wife, think? She thought I was having some sort of breakdown, Blake admitted. She walked in, saw me with ranch in my hair and a towel around my waist, and she just said, "Are you okay? Do you need to talk to someone?" Apparently, Gwen couldn't stop laughing for hours. She made me FaceTime Carson daily just to tell him. He recorded it, said it was too good not to use for blackmail. Stefani, who once launched a luxury skincare line in Japan, reportedly tried to convince Blake to let her give him a deep conditioning treatment to repair the ranch damage. But he refused. Honestly, he said, my hair was bouncier than ever. The internet did what it does best, explode with curiosity, jokes, and bizarre beauty experiments. Within hours of the interview, #ranch shampoo started trending on social media. TikTokers began trying it themselves, some praising the creamy lather, while others warned against the unmistakable lingering scent of buttermilk. A beauty influencer from Texas even made a YouTube video titled, "I tried Blake Shelton's ranch hair hack. Regret is real." Spoiler alert, she ended up with oily roots and a craving for chicken tenders. Dermatologists, for their part, were quick to weigh in. While ranch dressing does contain oils and egg yolk, ingredients found in some hair masks, it also includes vinegar, salt, and dairy, which can irritate the scalp, said Dr. Marla Jennings, a skin specialist in Nashville. Blake Shelton is a national treasure, but please don't take beauty advice from him. Blake's response to the backlash. Look, I'm not saying launch a ranch-based shampoo line. I'm just saying, desperate times call for ranchy measures. Of course, Blake's confession didn't go unnoticed by his country music pals. Luke Bryan sent him a basket of actual shampoo, labeled for ranch survivors. Dierks Bentley tweeted, "And I thought I was the redneck one." Meanwhile, Kelsey Ballerini joked during a concert that her next single would be titled "Let Us Be Clean." Even Keith Urban got in on the fun, cheekily announcing a limited edition Ranch Revival conditioner during a fake product ad posted on Instagram. Shelton, never one to be outdone, posted a photo of himself next to a shower caddy stocked with barbecue sauce, mustard, and a bottle of vodka. The caption? Guess which one I'll use next. As expected, the incident sparked a wave of entrepreneurial enthusiasm. A novelty haircare startup in Austin offered to partner with Blake on a line of BBQ botanicals inspired by condiments. One pitch included scents like honey mustard hydration and chipotle shine. Although Blake passed on that deal, I'd rather dip fries in it than my follicles. He did trademark the phrase ranch it up just in case. When asked if he'd ever consider creating a men's grooming line inspired by his mishap, Blake grinned. If I did, it'd have to come in mason jars, smell like campfire, and double as wing sauce. That's what real multitasking looks like. Beneath the laughter, the memes, and the very real concern from stylists everywhere, there's something oddly refreshing about Blake Shelton's story. In a world obsessed with perfect image and curated lifestyles, Shelton remains delightfully unfiltered. He's the guy who'll belt out a ballad, toss a fish on a grill, and apparently wash his hair with salad dressing, all in the same afternoon. It's this blend of charm, candor, and chaos that has kept fans coming back for more year after year. When asked if he'd do it again, Blake chuckled and said, "Only if I run out of shampoo. Or if I'm on a bet. Or if Gwen dares me. Okay, maybe I would."